What's up guys, Paul here, hope you're doing great. Wanted to give you a super quick channel update while I play a little Fallout 4 in the background. Mainly because my uploads for this week and really the whole month of May have been pretty sparse. It hasn't always been like that. As longtime viewers of the channel know, up until this spring I was able to crank out at least 3 to 4 videos per week. Unfortunately, that number has dropped to around 2 videos per week, and I'll explain why in a second. But alas, there is some incredible news on the horizon, which is what I'm excited to tell you about, so stick around to the end of this video. But first, let me start off by saying that you guys are awesome, and I want to take a moment to thank you all so much for the support this spring. The channel keeps growing, and I keep getting such incredible encouragement from you guys in the comments. It's hard to count how many videos in the last couple months haven't gotten a single dislike, and the comments are so kind and appreciative. That's really been fueling me through this challenging time, and it's what keeps me hitting the editing bay every day, even though YouTube itself isn't paying the bills. So the difficulty I'm going through right now is purely financial. You know, I'm fine health-wise and everything else in my life is going great. It's just purely financial. As I've mentioned in past videos, I freelance as a graphic and web designer for my day job. I pretty much get as much work as I need when I do that full time, but YouTube is my dream job. So when I divert time away from my day job to do YouTube, I get to crank out awesome videos for you guys, and that's made me so happy over these last couple of years. I just love it so much. The only problem is that more time I draw away from my paying job to do YouTube, the less money I make and the less I can pay the bills. Since you can't get around bills, the paying job has had to take priority. I was able to crank out more videos last year because I supplemented any gaps in my income by drawing little bits from my savings here and there, but now my savings is getting dangerously low and I'm getting a little concerned. If I go back to my paying job full time, I'd be fine. So I'm not worried about going broke. Too smart for that. But that would cut out any time I had to make YouTube videos, and that would make me really unhappy. So I've learned over the years of doing YouTube full time to surf that fine line between the two career paths. And by the way, there's a financial term for this. It's called bootstrapping. It's when an entrepreneur builds a startup by themselves without a loan from a bank or any help from family, and they carefully manage their expenses so as not to go broke while growing the startup to a point where they can sustain a living. There you go, even on a channel update I get to squeeze in a cool factoid. If any of you have ever watched that show Shark Tank, what I'm going through is exactly the problem that the majority of the contestants face. They've grown their brand to the point where there's a huge demand for their products or services, but they often can't fulfill the work orders because of a lack of funding. Then, you know, Mark Cuban or Mr. Wonderful swoops in and saves the day. Anyway, that's where I'm at with the channel. As we round the corner to 55,000 subs, well, that's simply amazing. Even with my continuous struggle with the amount of hours in a day, the channel keeps growing. Little by little, it just keeps gaining steam. That shows me there is so much potential in the Skooled Zone, and it's fueled by a community of warm and fantastic people like you. So now let me get to the good news. First of all, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that I don't like to talk about until it actually materializes. You know, partially so as not to jinx it, but also because I'm humble like that. When these kind of things solidify, then I can start to give hints. One of those things is a video contest I entered a while back. I actually made it into the semifinals with my entry, which is huge because, well, I'll tell you about it more when the winner is decided. But if I win though, this could be a serious game changer because this contest is huge. I'm just flattered to have made it this far, so wish me luck. Second of all, the end of June and beginning of July will mark the 2-year birthday of the Skooled Zone. I'll put out a more official Homeroom announcements video at the end of June, but I've decided as a celebration to dedicate the entire month of July as Fallout 4 month. I know a good portion of my audience are Fallout 4 fans, and the game has really been one of the major milestones of the channel. Not only is it my favorite game of all time, but it's allowed the channel to build a solid following over the last year. So in honor of Fallout 4 and nothing but Fallout 4 for all of July, and it gets even better, I'm going to be posting a video every day, or at least every other day, for the entire month. I know exactly how I'm going to do it too, got it all planned out. It's going to be amazing guys, I'm really psyched about it. It's going to be a series of somewhat shorter videos, but the topics I'm going to cover are just going to blow you away. I've been doing my research and nothing like what I'm going to cover has been done before. Heads will explode. I wanted to let you know about that in advance because June is going to be a semi-slow month like May has been. So how am I going to do all those videos for July then? Well, I'm going to take a month off from my day job and just go for it. I rarely throw caution to the wind like that, but I think it's going to be a calculated risk. I've gotten very familiar with how the YouTube system works, and I'm doing everything right to grow the channel from an analytics perspective. It all comes down to output. So I'm just going to go for it, and it's going to be pretty spectacular. The channel will either explode to over 100,000 subs or I'll go down in a blaze of glory. Either way, it'll be fun as hell, and I'm excited about it. So what are my plans for the next few weeks? Well, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, putting out 1 to 2 videos per week, and they'll be just as awesome as usual. I'll have my regular Fallout 4 videos and rotate in some more Battlefield 1 and Dishonored 2 and Sniper Elite 4. And then I have my Saturday Night Specials videos, which are guaranteed to come out every Saturday night. Starting in June, Mass Effect Andromeda gets rotated in there too. But, you know, I want to let you guys know what's going on with me and my plans for the end of spring, beginning of summer. Not only to keep you guys in the loop, but because you guys are like my family and your support has meant everything to me over the years. Anyway, so much to look forward to, and I just want to say thanks again for sticking with me and being part of the growing class on the Schooled Zone. Next vid tomorrow night with some more Skyrim, and then next week with some more side videos and some Fallout 4. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time on the Schooled Zone. Peace out.